Good afternoon, everyone. I'm David Paul. Welcome to the VectorVest Summit. This is my part of the VectorVest Summit. I'm going to talk about three things. I'm going to talk about method, I'm going to talk about money management, and I'm going to spend some time on giving you my ideas on the mindset required. And before I do that, I have to put up the VectorVest UK disclaimer. And VectorVest UK is the only, to my best knowledge, the only technical analysis stroke fundamental analysis investment package that's authorized by the regulator, the FCA. This means that although I'm qualified to give financial advice, I can't do so because I haven't sat down with you and done a long and a very detailed fact find. I'm allowed to talk about shares that I hold myself, but I have to make it very clear that although those shares are suitable for me, they may not be suitable for you. So that said, we can move on to something much more interesting. And what I'm going to try and put together, and I've drawn this out into a 3-day course that I used to do at the institutional level, why some people always make money in the stock market and why some people always lose money in the stock market. Come October this year, it'll be 40 years since I put on my first trade, and I've observed an awful lot of winners both at the retail and at the institutional level, and they all do some fairly similar and common things. I'm going to try and get that across in this short presentation. So what do I do? Well, 4 things, of which we're going to talk about one today. For cash, I trade intraday when there is opportunity, mostly in the S&P 500, and that's in the afternoon in the UK, which is in the morning in the US. So I rarely take a position, not sometimes I do, but rarely take a position in the S&P 500 future, the E-mini, until the floor has opened at 9:30 UK time, so 2:30 UK time. What we're going to talk about today are swing trades that last for 3 to 21 days, and I take those in the UK and the US stock market, and that's today's subject. I also run a longer term portfolio that I talk about in the VectorVest UK Q&A on a Monday afternoon, and then I have a longer term pension portfolio which focused on yield, and I'm certainly not the best person on VectorVest to talk about that. The retirement people, Jim Penner, are much more experienced in that area than I am. So this is the animal that we face, ladies and gentlemen. Prices rarely go up in straight lines. They go up in what technicians would refer to as a series of rising bottoms. And our job is to try and pick the eyes out of this, to be able to, in fact, ride the high momentum bursts and be out of the market when the market pulls back. And I have a methodology that I'm going to talk about today that does that. And clearly, the other presenters are going to talk about many other probably equally as good methodologies. So towards the end of today, you're going to have to sit down and make a decision as to which methodology suits your belief system best and suits your level of focus best. But our objective is to pull out, if I can get my pen, is to pull out these high momentum moves, get out, let the market pull back, and if the situation looks good, to get back in again. It requires focus, and sometimes you wait for the pullback and the pullback never happens and the thing keeps going. Nevertheless, it is a very profitable way to trade, and when the share is pulling back, maybe the general market is pulling back, then you're safely sitting in cash, and that's quite amenable to sleeping. So we need a method. And I'm going to talk about my method later on, at least the method that I use mostly. I'm going to talk a little bit about money management, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about how to manage yourselves and how to develop the mindset required to be a consistently winning swing trader, where you make money and you keep it. Very easy to make money and give it back. So the big secret, folks, and the big secret is based on many hundreds of thousands of trades that I, in fact, looked at from retail investors. And I did my best to try and work out why some people made a heap of money and other people, it doesn't matter how hard they tried, couldn't make any money. I thought initially that it had to be something to do with the methodology, and I found actually that some of the big winners, their methodologies were trivial, and I found that some of the big losers were exceptionally experienced analysts. And the thing that I found, folks, is that the winners think differently from the losers. And I've got a picture in front of me of a loser where he gets or she gets in and the stock goes a little bit and then it keels over. It's happened to us all. It'll happen to us all many times in the future. Well, a losing trader, when a position starts to move their way, they tend to become very pessimistic and they snap at their winners. A losing trader, if the position goes against them, are tempted to buy some more or at least sit in that losing position. Whereas a winning trader, when the share moves their way, they become optimistic and they hold on to it. And if anything, in longer term trades, they add to that winning position. So my advice, and my advice to many, many traders over the years, is that when a share moves your way, you want to become optimistic and let the darn thing run. And when a share starts to move against you, you want to become pessimistic very, very, very quickly indeed. And most of us have been hardwired by the creator to get that the wrong way around. And I frequently see stock portfolios where it's full of shares that are absolute dogs and there's no winners there at all. If you look back at the transaction record, what happened is that the stock analyst had in fact many, many winners, but he got out of those at a small profit, but he couldn't get out of his losers. So 5 years into the game, he's got 20 or 30 huge losers sitting on the books because he didn't want to get rid of them. So my advice to you from the heart is that on your next trade, sit and observe your thoughts. Your thoughts have a great deal of momentum. And if you do your best to try and become optimistic when you've got a winner and to become very, very, very pessimistic when you have a loser. Forget the thoughts are going to come, give it another day, give it another day. And clearly, many, many people over the last 6 months have given a heap of money back by giving it another day in shares that had made them a fortune on the run-up after the pandemic low. So a little bit of homespun philosophy based on a great, great deal of research. So Mark Douglas, the late Mark Douglas, wrote a really wonderful book called Trading in the Zone, and he isolated 4 trading fears: the fear of being wrong, the fear of losing money, the fear of missing out, and the fear of leaving money on the table. And these 4 fears are responsible for pretty much every trading error that you have ever made, that I've ever made. And I can't recommend too highly a thorough reading of Mark Douglas's book if you want to become a consistently winning trader. So the steps, folks, is all about process. How to actually execute without fear or hesitation over and over and over again. Subset of that, of course, is running for cover quick when you're wrong, and then letting winners run. And if you're a position trader, adding to those winners as they go their way, as they go your way, should I say. And this comes back to the old discipline, the big D word. Now, I draw this out in the seminars and I ask people, is discipline sent down by God or can it be built? And of course it can be built. All right. You don't need, if you go to the gym every day, you don't need to grit your teeth to go to the gym. In fact, you've got to exercise discipline not to go. And to build trading discipline after today, folks, after you've sat down, you've looked at all the approaches, my advice to you is to find one that suits you. Find an approach that you can detail fairly mechanically, which details exactly the entry, the exit, position sizing, vitally important, and maybe adding to the positions. It should be simple and straightforward rather than something that's in fact too complicated and too curve-fitted. And there'll be lots of those discussed today. And then the next bit is to resolve to follow those for a batch of 30 trades. And I've done this with so many people, folks. And years back, when I was hungrier, I used to actually sit with people for days to do this exercise. Mostly high net worth individuals and institutional clients that were desperate. They were desperate to become winners. They'd tried every course and they were still losers. And they were losers for the reasons that I showed you earlier on those two charts of the winning trader and the losing trader. Snapping at winners and giving it another day, the two extremes. And personal trainers do the same thing. Personal trainers in the gym think that they're in the exercise business. They're not. They're in the discipline business to get the guy there. Now, if you sit and you follow your trades and you follow your process, it becomes easier. And my promise to you, ladies and gentlemen, is that you're 10 to 15 trades away from the trader that you want to be. It's that close. And you're going to have these slides, but I recommend focusing on mindfulness, okay? It's impossible to feel those 4 fears of Mark Douglas in the present moment. And I've found over the years that all winning traders are very present people. They're focused on what's happening now in relation to their trading rules. And there are many, many books in your bookstore about mindfulness, but being aware of your thoughts and getting yourself to a point where you can just focus on what's happening now. Now, for most of us as end-of-day traders, it's nothing more than what's happening today. Where's the closing price in relation to your trading rule? If your trading rule is to stay long of a share, if it's above a 21-day moving average, well, if the share closes above the 21-day moving average, you do nothing. Very simple, very straightforward. And as many friends, my friend of mine called Larry Pacevatis has written a book called Trade. Don't believe everything you think, trade what you see. So let's move on to risk management. That's the second thing. And there's the Apple chart, folks. And this is after the close, I think on Monday night this week, when I had to have these slides done. Is it going to go up or down tomorrow? Now, you've got the chart, but after Monday's, well, that would be last Friday's close because we were on holiday on Monday, but we didn't have that luxury. As you can see, I've got my 2 moving averages there. So I always ask people at the seminars, I pull a pound coin out of my pocket and I tell them that we'll toss for it. If the heads comes up, apples going up. If tails comes up, apples are going down. I ask them, would you trade like that? And the whole room looks at me and they say, hey, we've wasted our money with this guy. So most of us would say we wouldn't trade with a coin, but I've got a special game for you, folks. Now, if you're prepared to bet a pound that you can predict heads or tails, and you're correct, I'll pay you £2. And if you're incorrect, clearly I'm going to take the pound away. Would you play that game? Well, it is a very good game to play, and it's the basis of certainly all trading, certainly all swing trading. Because if you're right And you should be right 50% of the time. 5 times 2 when you're right, you make twice as much as you lose, and 5 times 1 when you're wrong. So if you're betting, as the slide says, $1 per spin of the coin, that means every time you spin the coin, you make 50 cents. You have defined what the trading psychologist Van K. Thorpe, the late Van K. Thorpe, called in his book a positive expectancy system. And the first thing that your trading system has to have, in the words of George Soros in The Alchemy of Finance, it's got to make more when it's right than it loses when it's wrong. But most of us folks are paranoid about the hit rate. We want to be right all the time, and it's not that important. And the whole internet is full of high hit rate systems because they sound sexy. Many systems that are right 9 times out of 10 lose money because they've got to open up their stops so wide that when they lose much more than they make. And John Henry, who owns the Boston Red Sox and Liverpool Football Club, his system's only right 35 to 40% of the time. But he makes, I think, 15 times more when he's right than he loses when he's wrong. So don't forget about risk to reward. And the money that you make, folks, is a function of the hit rate, risk to reward, and commissions and spreads. And clearly, certainly in the UK, those eat into swing trading because our commissions and our spreads are much, much higher than you guys have it in the US. There's an example. Slide's a bit old. If I bought Apple at 218 with a stop at 201 and a target of 252, the risk is 17, the target's 34. You've only got to be able to get that right 50% of the time to make a fortune. And that is the only thing remaining, is learning how to play the game over and over and over again. And it's a tough game to play. That's the chart. Okay, that was the entry point. Good Lord, it was simple in those days. We were spoilt. Enter there, stop loss is there, and it makes its way up there. You've made twice as much as you've risked. And you've got to be able to do that over and over.
Wow. Do you want to see more video content like that? Our most recent Financial Freedom Summit was a hit, and many of you weren't able to watch it live, and that's okay. We're going to give you a chance right now to take advantage of a special great offer for $195 for the video set. Not only me hosting, but all of the great presenters that were there. You can watch these videos. They're yours to have, and you can watch them for a year. But a great thing is $195 for all of that great content. You can take your own notes and keep it, again, for a year. Folks, go to www.vectorvest.com/summit to get your slides or to get your videos at the great price of $195. So folks, if you don't want to miss this, you want to take advantage of it, and we hope to see you soon.